Welcome to Weekends in My Garage. In today's video, we will be test driving this Acura RDX with the A-Spec Advanced trim. I want to thank Acura of Laurel for lending me this vehicle, so let's get into it. All right, let's begin our walk around from the front. We have the Acura signature emblem in the grille. We love how Acura does their grills. Sort of this honeycomb mesh, black. And then we have here the LED lights, the daytime running lights. And then we have the functional air ducts here to cool the front braking. And it also has here as well LED fog lights. Come around, again, this is the Acura RDX with A-Spec Advanced trim line, 20-inch rims and tires. And we do like that this has a panoramic sunroof. Comes to the back. Large exhaust tips. It's a very attractive mid-size, sort of in between mid-size and compact SUV. So we're going to jump into the interior, which has black leather interior as well as a little bit of Alcantara, a little bit of silver. We'll talk about that in a second. And let's start with the driver's door. We have Alcantara here on the driver's door. We have soft touch, sort of a faux leather, and we have soft touch plastic here. We have silver accents, and I like that this is silver. We have two presets for the driver, and we have the ELS Studio 3D stereo system, fantastic stereo system. Here we have some silver accents here on the switch gear, ability to fold, obviously fold the exterior mirrors, adjust the mirrors, lock the doors. We have a decent size area for the cup holder, and this is where you would release the lift gate. Coming into the footwell area for the driver's side, you have silver dead pedal as well as brake and gas pedal. We like that because this is a sporty mid-size compact SUV. Let's go to the seating area here for the driver. We have ventilated seats, multi-way driver adjustable lumbar supports for the seating. Driver, this is air conditioned seating, so you can heat and cool the driver as well as the passenger. So stepping into the car, let's take a look and see what we have here. Steering wheel here is a D-shaped steering wheel, meaning it has a flat bottom. It has the usual controls you would expect on a car like this. This is where you can make phone calls, adjust the volume on the infotainment system. It also has heated seats, heated steering wheel. On the right side, it has the ability to adjust your cruise control, lane keep assist, usual stuff you want to see when you're driving a vehicle of this sort. You have here the instrumentation cluster. The center portion of the cluster is electronic. You have the traditional dials left and right in terms of tachometer and speedometer. This Acura RDX has very large heads-up display showing the directions projected on the heads-up display as well as the miles per hour. Very large digits there, we like that. Coming to the infotainment system here, this is not a touchscreen. You have to use this pad right here, which is below the shifter, to make adjustments to the infotainment system. Right now, it is showing you the basic Acura applications that are available to you on the infotainment system. I have mine set up for Android Auto, so let's take a look at Android Auto. And this is what it looks like with the Android Auto. This is, I believe, I think a 10 or 11 inch screen. I'll confirm that. And you can see here it's pretty basic standard stuff in terms of the Android Auto setup. It does offer wireless CarPlay for your Apple users. And here below you have physical knobs to adjust and buttons to adjust the infotainment system in terms of the volume for whatever music you're listening to. It also has the ability to adjust the climate control for the driver as well as the passenger. And as mentioned earlier, you have here your ability to adjust the heating and cooling for each seat, driver and passenger. Here is your dynamic mode, so you can adjust the dynamic mode, the driving modes for the Acura RDX. So right now I have it in sport. I can go to normal, comfort, or snow. Let's put it in normal. My back's actually to comfort. Below is the shifter, and the shifter here, park, reversed, neutral, and drive. And this does have paddles here to adjust manually if you want a more aggressive shifting while driving. And this is where you operate the infotainment system. Here is the touchpad, reverse, home, and this is where you would make the adjustment. So as I am moving my finger across the pad, it is moving the cursor along the various different parts of the screen for the infotainment system. So below here, you have here the contact charging for your phone, and my phone is right now being charged. And then you have two cup holders, fantastic. As I come across to the passenger side, Alcantara here, as well as the red stitching. Silver accents on the door, as you've seen, and the ELS Studio 3D stereo system, more Alcantara, more faux leather with red stitching. Again, these are air conditioned, climate control, driver and passenger seats. So you will be able to keep yourself nice and cool and comfy in this Acura RDX. Let's go to the top. You have panoramic sunroof, which is fantastic. We love panoramic sunroofs. So let's go to the second row. I forgot to mention below the center console, we have power outlet here for 12-volt charging. And this side you have USB C charging. And you also have here additional storage, which is pretty cool. So if you have like a small purse or bag, you can place this below. Got to mention that. Now let's go to the second row. All right, the second row, we have a continuation of the Alcantara, the red stitching, the ELS Studio 3D sound system, cup holders, and let's go step in. We have some good space back here. As you can see, I'm 6 feet tall. I have the seat situated as if I'm sitting in the front, and we have probably 2 or 3 inches between me and my knees and the back of the driver's seat. We have here the air conditioning controls here. We have heated rear seats, and we also have 2 USB-C charging outlets, 2 cup holders, set of armrest. And in terms of headroom, as you can see here, pretty good headroom. I'm 6 feet tall. All right, let's go to the cargo area. So we're going to open up the lift gate. All right, so let's see what we have inside. So as you can see here, we have a power outlet back here, 12 volt. We have a subwoofer on the other side, and we have these 2 latches that will drop the second row. So to maximize the amount of space, we want to drop the second row. Now with the second row drop down, let's see how much space we have in terms of depth. So going from the measuring from the back of the first row to the end of the cargo area, we have approximately 72 inches or so, which is not bad for this class. Not bad for this class. So in terms of width, wheel well to wheel well, in the cargo area, you have approximately 40 inches. So that's pretty good space for a vehicle of this type. Tell me what you think. Drop a comment in the comment section. But I think this is a pretty good size cargo area for a vehicle in this class. All right, we're taking this Acura RDX for a quick test drive. And before I jumped in the car, I ran into someone who was very interested in the car, and she wanted to ride along, so she's with me, and you may hear me ask her a couple of questions to get her opinion, because she is a owner of a RDX and she may be in the market for a new RDX, so she'll be kind of test driving along with us. So so far, what do you think of the ride?
Pretty smooth so far.
Okay, good. So what I'm going to do, I have it in comfort mode, and then we're going to get it on the highway. We're going to go from comfort to normal, and then we're going to go to sport and see what kind of pep in its step it has in terms of changing lanes, passing vehicles, and so forth. One of the things I do notice is very quiet. It's a quiet cabin, which I appreciate. Do you appreciate a quiet cabin?
It's very quiet. I like that.
One of the things I do like is the steering wheel is is a good size. Um, it's firm. When we get on the highway, we'll see if it has a light steering wheel or is it a tight steering wheel as we go through the various different driving dynamic modes. But this is gonna be fun.
Yeah. Another thing I like about it is you can see over the hood of the vehicle better. It's not as
Visibility.
visibility.
Yeah, the
It's
visibility is good. Like the dashboard is low, windshield is high,
Right.
and it's full so you can see ahead. And one of the things that I do notice is that the heads up display is fantastic. I can see the numbers clearly in terms of miles per hour. It has the directions and where I'm going.
Right.
This is very, very good. So we're gonna get ready to get on this highway and see what this Acura RDX can do. Put a pedal to the metal.
That's right.
All right. Let's see what this Acura RDX can do. So one thing I do notice right off the back is that the steering wheel feels light but firm. And as I'm accelerating, the turbocharged four-cylinder engine does pull pretty good, 272 horses. And mind you, I'm in comfort mode. How does the ride feel to you?
It's very comfortable.
Okay.
Very comfortable.
Changing lanes. Yeah, it feels, you feel like you're planning on the highway. All right, I'm going to change dynamic mode to normal. See what the differences are. Oh, a little bit more pep in the step there.
Right.
A little bit more pep. No difference in the suspension in normal from comfort, which is good. All right, let's change it to sport mode. Oh, I can feel the difference in the shifting. Oh yeah. Yeah, it moves. There, you hear that turbocharging.
Yes, that's what I like.
Very good. Very good. You like this, huh?
I like that.
And it has a noticeable growl too. Look at that. You hear that growl?
Yes.
I like that.
Impressive.
Very impressive. Why do you told me you had other Acuras. Why do you like your RDX?
I like the ride. It's comfortable, it's smooth. I like the way it handles on curves. It's good on gas. I'm just a big fan of it. I like the look of it.
It is an attractive vehicle, and it's sort of in between a subcompact and medium-sized
Right.
SUV.
Right. Not too bad.
And it's not that expensive. I mean, you could option it out, and it could be a little expensive, but it is somewhat affordable.
It is.
Should I punch it again?
Let's go.
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. There we go. There we go. Yeah, this got a nice little pep in the step. 10-speed electronic automatic transmission. It does have paddle shifting, so you can up and down various different gears manually through the paddle shifters, if you so choose. Most people don't use these things. Well, what I do notice when I went to now that I'm in sport mode, the suspension is a little bit more tighter. You can feel it. You can feel the bumps now. Yeah, it's a little bit different, which is fine. This is what we expect. So I got a question for you. Would you drive in sport, comfort, normal? What would the drive dynamic mode you would most likely drive in on a daily basis?
Probably comfort.
Comfort? Okay.
Yes. Sport mode when I'm on the highway.
And you're on the highway?
When I'm on the highway.
Okay, I got you. So I have a rating system. You're probably new to, hearing about my channel. It's called Weekends in My Garage.
Okay.
And so I review cars. And I have a 3-tier rating system. The top tier is you make it to my garage, hence Weekend in My Garage.
Right.
The second tier is you make it to the driveway, right outside of the garage. The bottom tier, the low tier, is you make it to the curb, which is not a really good thing. So I will say, driving this car, looking at the electronics, the safety, the engineering provided by Acura, this rates quite well. And I'm teetering between driveway and my garage. And I'm trying to see what can keep me either where I'm at or push me over the top into being in my garage. What do you think of this car? Would you put it in your garage?
I would.
Okay.
I would put it in my garage. There are a couple of things that I'm not crazy about that I think could have been different. For instance, the touch screen.
So the touchscreen, that's the thing. The touchscreen I do not like.
Right.
I do not like the touchscreen.
Because I think it would be a distraction when you're driving if you're trying to maneuver.
Yeah, because you got this pad here,
Right.
and I want to look down at the pad. I don't want to look at the pad.
Right.
I'd rather be like
Look
this.
straight ahead.
Yeah, so that's an issue. That's probably will keep me from putting it in my garage. I have to look at the price point as well. The price point is really good for this vehicle. I'll drop a link to the price point for this spec Acura. But I will tell you, it's really close to being in my garage. I would think it's borderline.
Yeah, I agree. I would say borderline.
Borderline. But I will tell you, Acura makes really great cars. Really great cars.
I've been driving them for a few years now, and I haven't teetered away from them. I love that.
So, you love the Acura. I like the Acura. And we like this Acura. We both agree we like this Acura.
Right.
So, I think I'm going to put this in my garage.
Sounds good. Thank you.
Now, I've never met you before, but you've impressed me with your knowledge of Acura. You seem to know your stuff. And, I'm glad that you're around to talk about the car. Because for me, when I make these videos and I do reviews, it's just not my perspective. I also want to hear others' perspectives.
Right.
So, for folks who are watching this video, drop your comments in the comments section. Give me your thoughts on Acuras, the RDX, if you're interested in the RDX or you have an RDX, I want to hear your perspective. But so far, so good with the Acura RDX with the A-Spec advanced trim, which means it is fully loaded with all the goodies. So
Go test drive one.
go test drive one. And where you going to test drive? Acura of Laurel. All right. Thank you. All right, I just finished doing the test drive of the RDX from Acura. I'm over here at Acura of Laurel, and I have
Mr. Ronald Diaz here.
So Ronald, let me tell you about my experience. I really like the RDX. I actually scooped up someone who happened to be admiring the car. She actually has an RDX. She has some really positive things to say about it, which is a good deal. So she may be a customer soon.
Right.
And you know, we appreciate the fact that it's sort of in between, you know, that subcompact, compact, as well as large or sort of large, medium size. It's that right size SUV, has the right sportiness, a little bit of luxury. It just was like right in between. So tell me your thoughts. Tell me why I should put this in my garage.
Yeah. So, I mean, the RDX has been a fan favorite for a long time. You know, like you said, it's in that perfect size in between a large SUV and a small SUV. It's just right in the middle, gives you the right amount of space, and it has a lot of features. I mean, it has almost as many features as the MDX, if not the same. Because you looked at the A-Spec Advance, you know, heated ventilated seats, heated steering wheel.
We enjoyed that.
Yeah, heated rear seats, you know, panoramic sunroof. So it gives you that feel like, dang, I'm in a SUV. But, you know,
a luxury SUV.
A luxury SUV.
With a little bit of sportiness.
Correct. And it still has that pickup because you still have that turbo.
Yes.
So, I mean, the vehicle, it gives you all the luxury, the reliability of the brand Acura, always going to be there. And if you don't ever want to, if you don't need that 3-row, this is the car. That's the car, you know, for a perfect family of 5. It fits them comfortably, a lot of legroom, headroom as well. And it'll be the perfect car if you don't want that big SUV feel.
Sounds good. So who they should speak to if they're in the area?
Ronald Diaz in Acura of Laurel.
Perfect. Thanks a lot, Ronald.
Yes, sir.